Hey everyone, this is Brian from Vance Hines, and today we're going to install the VO2 Falcon in forged carbon onto this 2021 straight bob. The VO2 Falcon we've proven in our dyno to be the most powerful 90-degree air cleaner in the entire motorcycle industry. On top of that, it comes in an all-new forged carbon finish, which means it is a first for the V-twin space. Inside the VO2 Falcon packaging, you will find two packages. The first with the inlet tube, cover, and filter. And the second underneath contains the back plate, the induction module cover, and underneath is all the necessary hardware. If you are in California, please keep the CARB executive order sticker, attach it to any place on your motorcycle because these are 50 state compatible. For removal of the stock system, you'll need a 1/8 inch Allen, a 5/32 inch Allen, a 7/16 inch 6-point socket, and drivers. For installation of the VO2 Falcon, you will need a 3/16 Allen, a 3/8 inch 12-point socket, a 9/32 inch 6-point socket, and drivers. So using a 1/8 Allen wrench, we'll go ahead and pull this cover off of the air cleaner assembly. Set the cover aside. Using a 5/32 Allen, go ahead and remove these two bolts. If you don't have an electric screwdriver, just feel free to use a normal socket wrench. Pull off the cover and the filter. Remove the rear and front breather hoses. And then using the same 5/32, loosen up the 3 bolts into the induction module. And then all that's left is the 2 breather bolts using a 7/16 deep well socket. Make sure you support the assembly so it doesn't fall off on you. And that's it, OEM air system removed. All right, so the first step is gonna be to take the back plate and induction module cover, along with the breather bolts and the spacers, and assemble them together. So bolt goes through the back plate, spacer on the rear, and then thread it into the head. You only need a couple threads here because we still need to slide a gasket behind it. Do the same with the other side. Next part is going to be to put the gasket behind the back plate and in front of the induction module. Notice there is a gap here that corresponds with this portion on the induction module, so make sure that lines up. Once you get it lined up, take one of the Allen screws. You'll see 2 groups of holes, a larger one and a smaller one. Put it into the larger size holes because this head of the bolt is going to sit flush when it's done and tight. Get a couple threads on it. And then do the other 2 bolts. Once everything here is started, you can go ahead and torque down these 3 center parts. And then tighten down the breathers. This is using a 3/8 12-point, and then these guys are all 3/16 Allen. So next we're going to take the inlet tube and the cover, and we're just going to slide it over the top. You'll notice in the backspace it's got a groove here, so that changes the angle if it's a Softail or Milwaukee 8. So you have the ability to rotate it as needed so that it's level with the frame. So once you've got it lined up with the holes, same thing as last time, take the bolts, line them up, and get a couple threads in. Just like everything else, do it by hand before you put a tool on it. And so because you've got a bolt behind the inlet, I like to just use a smaller ball Allen 3/16 to make sure I can kind of take my time, have adjustability, not strip anything out. So now I'm at a point where I can rotate this up or down as necessary. And the goal is to get this portion plane with the bottom of the frame so that way everything is level. So once you get it level, go ahead and tighten everything down. All right, so the next step is going to be to take this hose clamp and fit it in to these little slots on the cover. Now you want to install it so that way when the filter is aligned here, you can tighten it from the bottom on the back side, but all you're going to see is the cover. You don't want to see this gap at all. So if you need to go ahead and tighten it so it sits down in there. Just like that. And then go ahead and give these a little squeeze, bend the metal so that it captives this guy. From there, take the filter element and we'll cover it just like that. So again, you'll have the Vance Hines logo facing upright on the front and then the slot here hidden in the back. So from there, just go ahead and press it on. Just like that. Make sure the logo is level. Don't forget, if you're in California installing this product, you'll need to put the CARB EO sticker somewhere near the air cleaner. We're going to put it right here on this frame down tube. And that's all there is to installing the VO2 Falcon on this 21 Street Bob. If you have any other questions regarding the VO2 Falcon or other Vance Hines products, please go to our website at vanceandhines.com.